Okay. Now I'll answer their second question about how do I get creative. Well, I think, you got to be flexible. You got to think out of the box. Those are two things. So being flexible, I spoke about this at the RIA meeting yesterday. I just was at a house that we purchased about 30 days ago. The tenant, I'm sorry, the seller needed a month to get his affairs in order. The house was a mess. It just was a disaster. The guy really needed to get his life in order, and he needed the money that he was pocketing at closing to be able to make his next move. But he needed 30 days to make that happen. So we did a lease back. Part of me was like, no, I want to get in there, I want to fix it up and get going right away. But at the same time, he needed that extra time, and he expressed it to me, and I think it helped us make the deal and make the process of closing very smooth. He even gave me a box of Clive Clusser books, where I saw he had a whole bunch of novels up there, John Grisham and stuff. And he left it for me with a note saying, hey, thanks for being, so patient and understanding. And I think it went a long way, copies of the keys for me. It was just, he left the electric on and the water turned on for a couple of days because Cape Coral took a little extra time to process, our request to get that turned on. Giving people, the benefit of the doubt, it goes a long way. The other part, like I said, was, thinking outside of the box, looking for different ways on how you can make this deal work, how to make it a win-win situation. One of the creative financing, one of the creative financing methods that we've been working with lately, we've been doing a lot of subject to, basically leaving the mortgage in place. The homeowner doesn't really have a lot of equity because, we're always looking for properties that have high equity so that we have our margin to make a profit on a fix and flip. But there is the ability to make a nice profit, maybe not so much upfront, but some continual income, for a few years. And then on the exit strategy down the road, you're reselling the house and you're not having to take out a mortgage in your name. The subject to is a great way. That would be another call. We can do something about that. We talked about it yesterday a little bit. I use a land trust. I use a Wyoming LLC as the manager of the company. I know there's some tribal LLCs that have been talked about. And it's a great way to take a deal that most people would walk away from and turn it into something.
Mm-hmm.
Say